Hello there, welcome everybody. My name is William Jamming. Welcome to my channel. So if you're new here, this channel is all about programming, about game development, about app development, about incorporation of latest trend in technology, the AR, VR, all the fun stuff. Okay, so you're watching a series of video about introduction of iOS developments, and we're going to talk you about the gestures. So previously we already achieved the gesture of a tab, and we use a placeholder for an app, ad advertisement that if you want to plug in your app and you like user to interact with the advertisement, and when they actually would like to click it twice, then you close the ad. Okay, and in this video I'm going to add more gestures so you can have more much more interaction with the ad. So first, let's do a little advertisement here. I recently got unemployed, and this channel might be the only source of revenue, hopefully, for me. And I still haven't reached the monetization hurdle yet. As you guys can see, I'm a really small YouTuber, and the best way to support me and to support this channel, to keep all this just to keep me make more content, is to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumb up. Okay, so without further ado, let's continue to do that. So first, let's change the layout a little bit, because you can't possibly put those ads on your one view. That's the unethical thing to do. So what I'm going to do is to just get rid of all this frame demo view, and let's double click it. Let's just delete all this plugged in frame demo view, because we're not going to use all that, because I'm going to decrease the number of frame demo view. Okay, and then I'm going to delete this section altogether. In fact, I'm going to cut this section and increase a section at the beginning of our layout. And in fact, I'm going to just to say this is our advertisement section. So text and ad section. So I'm going to do a complete separation of advertisement and all this functionality, so the user will actually be clicking the advertisement when they actually interested in the advertisement, so it won't be against some policy. So you can't misguide the user to click advertisement in order to gain money. You can't do that. It's unethical, and maybe against some rules. I don't know whether Apple disapprove it or not, and I think this is the bad thing to do. I think so don't mistreat your user. And I think that's pretty much it. So I'm going to get this section working by cut this really interesting advertisement to here, and let's just delete all this white space, and let's refresh it, and we got syntax error, which is invalid character in source file with weird. Okay, I don't know where is the invalid character, but let's just go with the fixed, and the complaint's gone, and the whole preview page got refreshed. We got the ad section here and ad buy something, and if you double click it, ad gone. Okay, so it's just one gesture. But what about, I'd like a more gesture. So for example, I'd like to swipe this area and it's gone. Okay, or swipe this area and it's another ad. I can do that. Okay, so how to do that? Remember, we just install one gesture here. But what about we like to install multiple gestures? So let's just do that. So let's add a gesture saying this will be a drag gesture. So drag gesture, your minimum distance coordinate. Yeah, all sort of fancy stuff. Don't you worry about it. We will come to it now. So as long as it's a sense a drag gesture, you're going to change something. Okay, so same method on changed rather than on ended, because once you drag it, you like to see this area of advertisement get moved. So how to get it moved? So instead of using onChange, let me just demonstrate how to move this area. We can move this area upon their original places using a modifier called offset. I think you have already seen this if you are familiar with the UI kit. Basically, you can offset it by passing a certain value in. So for example, I can say this should be, I don't know, maybe x-axis, because I'm going to move that horizontally, and then you say maybe 50. Okay, so no member offset. Yeah, sorry, it's the wrong places. Yep, it shouldn't be inside here. Sorry. We're going to move it here. So offset, and as you guys can see, I just offset the whole thing and move it to the right side because it's positive 50 rather than negative. So if it's negative, it's just to move to the left. If it's positive, you're going to move it to the right. 150, much more right. But you can't go beyond the frame. Okay. But hey, we got a way of moving this to the left or to the right. Okay, so we can make this a variable, so we can change it according to the drag gesture. So the drag gesture will generate a certain value, and this value will change. Say I'm going to add a binding here, and the binding value got changed, and then it can then change the offset thing, so we can actually move it by using the gesture. So that's the like a bridge between the gesture as well as the offset, the actual moving, the actual position of the object. So the gesture and the offset does not necessarily combine that in default, but rather you have to use the binding to do that. That's the beauty of programming. You just put out a certain thing and you test it out, and you think, well, we can connect these two functionality together by using a sort of a binding variable. Yeah, and if more complex, you might need to loop it. You might need to add some algorithm to it, or maybe call API. That's the general steps of solving the programming problem. So programming is more like a problem solving rather than just typing some magical numbers and magical code and everything will work. Okay, so let's solve the problem, and So I'm going to add the original value here. So because we sort of need a CG size data type to do that. So we have to conform that. State private var, and I'm going to say the drag distance. Okay, the drag distance will be CG size. Okay, CG size dot. Let's default that to 0, so there is no offset at the beginning. and we're going to copy the drag distance here and change here. Remember, we comment out, well, let's release it, because that's the place where things got even interesting. So the action will be drag gesture dot value and the return void. So I'm going to say the distance. So that will be a drag distance. Our drag distance. Let's say drag distance, something like that. Drag distance, and our drag distance in. Then I'm going to get that distance self dots, and remember we got this drag distance here. Yeah, but we can't use this and say, yeah, this is a really mind-boggling, because we have to use another name. The distances, distance. We can't use keyword, so the distance. Okay, the distance. Okay, let's do that. Okay, the distance, and I'm going to get hold of self dots, and we got the drag distance here. I'm going to get hold of the drag distance. Let me just get rid of all this self dot drag distance, and that will be our the distance. Okay, and I'm going to dot translation. Yep, couldn't find the distance in scope. On change. So we get on change. In. Yeah, I think I got it right, but why I can't find it? Yeah, I got it. I got it. That's because on change should be something like this. Okay. So it shouldn't be parentheses, but rather should be curly bracket. So the distance in and self, and so we can get hold of the distance and dots. Translation. So we can get hold of the distance right here, and the offset will be let's change that at the x-axis. Okay, and I'm going to get hold of the distance, so drag distance here, and drag distance. Can I get the debug? Yeah, pretty strange. I can't get width. Yeah, we can get it. So strangely, the auto pop-up did not give us the distance. So yeah. So basically, I'm going to get hold of the drag distance and get the width of it. Okay, so we can get width, we can get height, because it's a 2D coordinate changes. So you're going to get this vector of like the projection at the x-axis, so we can offset that at the x. And the translation already got that, and at the end of it, we'd like to put the distance back to normal. So the distance in, and yeah, sorry, ended should be something like this, because I'm going to add something more rather than just this, and I'm going to get the distance in, and I'm going to dot self and get the drag distance, and I'm going to reset this with a CG size dot set it back to 0. So yeah, let's save it, and hopefully we can get the new code running. Okay, we got our code. Okay, hopefully I can drag it. Good, I can drag it left and right. That's pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. So as long as I still holding the bar, it just go to whatever position that I'm directing. As long as I let loose, it will just snap it back. Okay, so this is not a good transition. You can add animation to it. So we can add gesture. Let's add animation here. So gesture on change. Yeah, this is all about the gesture change. So on ended. So let's let's do it here, and we can say animation. Can I add animation here? Define animator may not be able. Yeah, it's not available. So maybe that's because, yeah, this is inside of gesture. So sorry about that. So let's get outside of this parenthesis and add a modifier to the frame demo view dots animation, and we can get all sort of animation, and that's a dot linear, easy in, easy out. Let's say using linear, just to test it, all that. Okay, so save it. Argument duration. Okay, we have to encode duration. Yeah, we have to insert a duration, maybe just 10. Okay, so we got the duration, and yeah, missing encode argument label. Okay, so I add in duration, time interval, maybe just 10. Was deprecated in iOS 15 with value, animation value instead. Okay, it's deprecated, but let's just test it out so we can test the idea of animation. Yeah. Good. Okay. It's actually working, but it's deprecated, so we can use the deprecated 915. Use the with animation or animation value instead. Okay, so we're going to change that to with animation, and Swift animation and results. So yeah, so okay, so basically the with animation will pass in a certain animation, and then say you'd like a state change, you can pass in here, and of course you can use animation as well. I think I'm going to make a specific video to solve this deprecation problem, but let's just go with this, and say I like a ease in and out, maybe spring. And spring is really used a lot, so I'm going to use spring, and I can even add a duration for it. So duration would be say 5.0, but that's really long, so maybe just 1 second for that. And then let's just to get rid of all the results, and then you can say if something changes, you can, yeah, so say state change, some state change, or we'll be passing here, and so say we got this cannot be contextual infer based infer has no member with animation, some view has no. Yeah, so basically if like you like to adding a state change, something like the I think I already got the stage. this will be a state change, and you can just pass in there, and you can toggle that. And okay, guys, I changed the code. The with animation should be on here. So we like the animation to be played when the drag actually ended. So you don't want to drag to have a certain animation unless you like it to go so smooth. You can say the change can have a with animation, but it's preferred to add animation at the end, so it will just return it back smoothly. And of course, I think I can add duration here. So duration and the time interval will be say 3.0, and let's rerun that. You can see it will just go back smoothly. Okay, so let's see, drag it and go back. It will just wait for 3 seconds for it to return to its original position. Yeah, so that's how you add a smooth transition. And of course you can add some animation like the whole view modifier. So yeah, I think this is already pretty messy. I don't want to overcomplicate things. I think I'm going to make another video for it, just to solve the animation deprecation problem here. So we can continue to do our code. And yeah, so remember, we achieved 2 gestures right now. The first gesture is that you can drag it and it will just smoothly bounce it back. The second gesture is a tap. So if you tap 2 times, the ad is gone. Okay. So, and of course, you can say the unchange. You can even toggle the text as well. So you can say unchange and then on end, and at the on end you can say you can say toggle it. So you swipe it and you or show another advertisement. Yeah, you can absolutely do that. So yeah, it all depends on you. So for example, you can swipe it and you can bring out another advertisement. So for example, you can just get the toggle functionality here. So you can double click it, you can toggle the ad. Double click it, you can toggle the ad. And of course, if you got an ad and you swipe it, you don't want ad to be here, you swipe it and then you let it go and the ad is gone. Okay, so if you swipe it, you drag it and you let it loose, and it will just toggle it. Okay, so yeah, that's I think that's already pretty long for this video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumb up if you think my video is helpful, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.